No vaginal exams. I told y'all in an older post that the only two things that are allowed, that are permitted to enter and exit my portal, my vagina, is my husband and a baby. No pearls, vibrators, no crystals, tampons, pieces of equipment, birth control tools. None of those things that they advertise and push on us as women, that it's okay and safe and it's needed in order to uphold a certain level of health, is permitted into my body. And that also includes vaginal exams and their instruments that they perform them with. I'll never forget when I had my first pap smear. How old was I? I think it was after I had my baby. It was after 16, because I was like, well, if I could take a male part entering into me, then I should be able to take whatever it is that these people put into me for this appointment that they say that I need to have every year, I think. So I remember when they took that cold old metal plier looking, I don't know what it's called, but all my ladies know. They took that piece of equipment that opens up. I think they put like a lubricant here. And then even that felt cold. And they put it in, and then they began to open it up. Then they took like this long old Q-tip, put it in there, and they were swirling all around. And oh my gosh, I can just, it's traumatic. If I didn't have intercourse prior and that was my first experience, I would have been severely traumatized. Now, thank God I had a little bit of experience prior. Well, I had a lot of experience because I was a mom by then, but I had experience, so it didn't seem as invasive, but it did, because I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't seem right. It don't even look right. It don't even smell right. Like, why is this allowed? So I remember, even with my first pap smear, I was like, I may not know all of the benefits, but I know something about this is not right. Fast forward to like the next time, oops, I'm sorry, backtrack to the first time something like that happened was when I had the pregnancy test done. I think about like 8 weeks with my first pregnancy. That's when they take like this big old stick, they put it up in you to detect pregnancy. It is like a vaginal ultrasound. Even with that, I was like, well, let me brace myself. They put it in me and it was moving it around, and I felt like it was a violation, but I didn't have enough knowledge, enough support, enough information to know why not to allow them to. So I'm thinking, well, this is just a part of pregnancy. This comes along with it. But even with that, I knew something about this procedure, something about this process is not right. But like I said again, because of lack of information, lack of support, lack of knowledge, I just went along with it. I just kept on flowing with the medical way of tending to prenatal care or pregnancy or just childbirth period. Fast forward to now, no vaginal exams. This whole pregnancy, none. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Whoa, my gosh, whoa, that's not this, that's not safe, that's not healthy." Doo-doo-doo. But no, it's not healthy to continuously be pricked and to be receptive of things that are not natural to just go up in us like we're freaking aliens, to go up in us like we're not real beings here. It's a violation to the max, and we've become so accustomed to being violated that it's normal, and that when we're not being violated, it's looked at as being weird or crazy or being sick or just being the outcast. I can proudly say there's been no vaginal exams in this pregnancy, and there won't be, unless I feel like there needs to be from my midwife with her hands during birth or something like that. But there's definitely not going to be no equipment. This is a sacred ground, and it needs to be handled and cared for as such. And when you know better, you do better. So that's why I don't beat myself up about what I didn't know when I was pregnant the first, second, and the third time. I'm just glad to have acquired more information along the way. That's why, even with this pregnancy, I have books. This one is called Hypno Birthing. I have books about pregnancy, about labor, about the whole experience, because you can never learn enough. There's always more information. There's always different perspectives, different methods, different techniques that work for different people. And I'm always going to leave that door open. If I happen to carry another child, then I can expand upon what I've picked up in this pregnancy. And it'll just keep on getting better and better and better. Like, ain't that how it's supposed to be? And I'm actually proud. Like, it's a proud mommy moment to make a decision that you're confident in, that you have knowledge and information and experience in, and then to go forth with that no matter what is popular or common, or no matter what other people may think or say or suggest. I know that I'm making this choice, and that it's a choice that I'm making for me and my family and my body in a sacred way that resonates with me. So if any other mom out there feel the same way about no vaginal exams, trust your instincts, research if need be, find out more information, look up the benefits and risks to both, choose what feels best for you. Even if you want to ask the baby, they can communicate. They may not be able to talk with their mouth at this point, but they can communicate through spirit, through just our senses. They can talk to us. Ask the baby if they want to be examined, and I'm sure they're going to answer. Be open and know that they can answer, and be on the lookout for the answer. So, no vaginal exams throughout this pregnancy is a new experience, and I'm proud of it. And I'm excited to share with y'all more prenatal taboos or uncommon prenatal practices that I have experienced along the way. So, stay tuned for the next video. Mwah.